So I'm going to go straight into it. Here's the thing. Okay, so when it comes to success, people want results. They want what?
Results.
They want results. And what gets in the way? What's that? Obstacles themselves, someone said. Okay, so let me share this with you very briefly. Okay, trick question. What is this, please?
Circle.
It's a circle. You are clever people. Excellent. But the reason why I put this up here, this is in fact a depiction of your brain. Your what, please?
Brain.
Your brain, thank you. So let me ask you a question. What percentage of your brain do you use consciously every single day? Consciously? 5%? Any advancements? 2 or 3%? Anyone else? 10%? Thank you. 1%? Thank you. On average, research shows us that we use typically 5 to 10% of our brain. So all right, 5 to 10% of our brain we use consciously. So I'm going to put 10% up there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Very good. So that's the conscious part of our brain. What's the other part of our brain called? The subconscious. Thank you. Who said unconscious there? So, I'll tell you, I'm walking through the streets of Piccadilly and a lot of people are getting unconscious. You know, it's like Friday night and Saturday night. So this is the subconscious part of our brain. Okay, very good. So why do I bring this up? What is the subconscious part of our brain? Anyone? I know this is Yes Group. A lot of people know a lot about this information. What is the subconscious part of our brain here?
Storehouse.
It's a storehouse for what?
All the information.
All the information. Very good. Thank you. Anyone else?
Part we're not aware of.
Part we're not aware of. Thank you. I'm going to go with John's stuff and add Godfrey's to it. Look, when you want to go to your local supermarket from where you live, do you have to consciously think about how to get there? No. You know where it is. You might jump in the car or cycle there or jump on a tube or train. Yes?
Yeah.
You don't have to consciously plan that journey, do you?
No.
Okay, very good. So it's a part of our brain that runs us automatically. What's the word?
Automatically.
Thank you. Automatically and habitually. What's the word?
Habitually.
It's our habits. Things that we do without even knowing we're doing them. Okay? Things that we do, it's there to protect us. It's there to keep us safe. To keep us what?
Safe.
Keep us safe. So why do I bring that up? If you want to get results, it's important to understand this particular notion here. Because if we're saying 90% of what we do unknowingly. Someone said, who said that? We don't, John, we don't even know what we're doing. Okay, so why do I bring that up? This is important to know because, let me put it this way. Gentleman at the back there, what's your name? The one writing. What's your name, my friend?
Cedric.
Cedric, let me give you an example. Cedric, is all right? You want to talk to me? Okay, good. So Cedric, let's say, I'm going to give you an example of this, why this is so powerful. Let's say me and Cedric have known each other for a while, yeah? We're in business together. We do some joint ventures, yes? We help each other. And he knows me, I know him. We get on a house party. He knows my family, and I know his. We get on really, really well. And what I don't know about Cedric is, about 5 years ago, someone asked him for some money. And it was a sizable sum of money. And they asked him, it was £10,000. They say £10,000, a big sum of money, yes?
Yeah.
What I don't know about that is, that person never paid Cedric back. How many of you have ever lent money to someone and never got that money back? Okay? That person, so we've been doing business for a while, joint ventures, and I approach Cedric and say, Cedric, look, Cedric, I'm working on this project, and just a bit of short of money. I just need something to tie me over for the next 3 months. I'll promise to pay you back. Here's a question. If Cedric has been burnt before, what's his answer going to be?
No.
Why?
Because he's doing it by habit.
He's doing it by habit. What's going on?
Last time it happened, he didn't get money back.
Last time that happened, he didn't get his money back. So what's going on?
Fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of loss. Fear of loss. Error.
Fear of error. Look, it's something going on in his subconscious, yes? But let me tell you this. Is it anything to do with me?
No.
Nothing to do with me. It's all to do with who? Cedric, right? But here's the thing. The moment I ask for that money, let's say it's 10, 20,000 pounds, yeah? The moment I ask for that money, immediately, when? Immediately our relationship changes. Now he doesn't want to know me. He wants nothing to do with me now. But why? Why?
Because you stirred up fear.
So I brought something up that was deeply embedded in his subconscious. Thank you. And we call that your, what's it called? Your little voice. It's your little voice. How many of you suspect that you may have a little voice in your head? How many people might suspect that? Thank you. How many of you suspect that you may have, maybe more than one little voice? I have got a whole choir going on up here, right? How many people know what I'm talking about here? And these things are running us. Sometimes we don't even know it's running us, okay? Let me give you, so it's important that because of that, how many of you, let's put it this way, how many of you ever watched sports? Sports, any kind of sports? Only half the room have seen sports. I don't believe you. Let me ask again, I don't believe you. We've got the Olympics coming up, and I'm sure 4 years ago you'd have seen. How many of you have ever seen any sports? Oh, okay, good. So some of you weren't entirely honest with me just now. So, sports people, they do this very, very well. And I study sports people, successful people, champions, I say. And they do something very well. They manage their little voice. Ongoing. They manage their little voice on an ongoing basis. Now, one of my favourite sports people is Usain Bolt. How many people know Usain Bolt? Very good. Who's Usain Bolt? He's what? A fast runner. Right? 100 metres, yeah? Very good. Fast runner. And I love watching the sprinters. I love watching the sprinters. They got on their mark, right? And I'm watching their reactions, I'm watching their eyes, I'm watching everything they do. And let's say the gun goes off and it's a full start. What do?
Upset.
Do they get upset? They get upset for how long?
5 seconds.
Split second, yes? And then they get up. And I'm watching these runners and they're physically in good shape, not like me, but and they got the swagger, they got the strut. And some of them, you really arrogant, cocky ones like, what's going and they get ready, they psych themselves up, ready to go again, yes? And I'm watching what they do with their little voice. But the jumpers, you know the triple jumpers, the long jumpers, they do something different, don't they? Right, so they envision what they're going to be doing. And then they're there, right? Let's say they've had 1 or 2 attempts, and they're doing okay. And what do? They go to the crowd. What do? Come on! They get a whole crowd. Wow! So in the moment, they're managing what? They're managing a state, they're managing a little voice. Okay? And this is important to getting world-class champion results.